Welcome. You're listening to the I'm Wired to Inspire podcast, creatively engineered by Nicole, the inspiration specialist. I'm Wired to Inspire is a powerfully packed 5-minute podcast filled with inspiration and encouragement to get you through your day. It's designed to inspire you to live your authentic purpose. Now stay tuned for your host, Nicole, the inspiration specialist, on today's episode of I'm Wired to Inspire.
You're listening to the Black Excellence Expose with Nicole, the inspiration specialist. Hey everyone, and thank you for joining me for yet another episode of the Black Excellence Expose, where I highlight 3 dope human beings of color daily. And on every episode, I always ask the same 3 questions just to get the wheels turning. If you are someone that listens every day, y'all, by the time this thing, we in this thing a couple of more months, you should have some stories. You should be able to email me some stuff because the wheels are turning. You are of great, immense value. And it doesn't matter who's listening. It doesn't matter your age. All that matters is that you have the drive to take action. So hopefully the repetitiveness of the questions will begin to sink in, and you will begin to come up with some things that you believe are of great value for what you're doing and for who you are in this world. So the first person that I want to talk about today, I would like to celebrate Mr. Moneta Sleet Jr. Okay, and we want to acknowledge him for his photography talents and because he has been one of our great documenters of Black history. He's actually responsible for some of the epic photos that we've seen over time with the civil rights movement. So check this out. He was actually there for the civil rights marches in Selma and Washington. In 1969, he became the first Black man to be awarded a Pulitzer Prize for his moving photograph of Coretta Scott King consoling her daughter at the funeral of MLK Jr. before his death. Sleet accompanied Dr. King to Norway to accept the Nobel Peace Prize. And fun fact, Sleet took his first pictures at the age of 10. We also give thanks to his parents for nurturing his gift. Wow. I had no idea. And it's amazing that he was able to get a Pulitzer just from living his authentic purpose. Because I'm quite sure the way we see those photos now, I mean, the tear-jerking photos, we clearly know he was exactly where he needed to be, doing exactly what he needed to do by taking those photos. So kudos to Mr. Sleet for doing such an amazing job with his photography. And it is now historical. It has been with us for decades, and it will be with us forever. So the next thing I want to do is ask you the first question of the day. How can you fulfill a need? What exactly is it that you can do that can help someone else that's in need? It may not be something that you can do, but maybe you see that there's something going on and you say, you know what, I know such and such can probably help with that. And maybe it's just connecting the dots. You may see something consistently and you may not be moved or led or maybe even equipped to help with that situation. But sometimes the need is just linking and connecting the dots. I've been saying this for weeks now, but I thought about maybe shedding some light on it differently today. Because sometimes the need is that the situation needs you to connect the people or to connect the situation or to get the ball rolling. You may be looking at it like, well, I don't have the meat and potatoes for this, or man, I don't know how to do all of this. This takes too much. And that might not be what you're called to do at all. God may be repeatedly showing it to you because maybe you just have to say something so that the people can get together to fulfill the need. So I want you to think about that. You never know what you're going to come up with. You never know who you can help. And you never know who's watching, guys, who may need your assistance and helping them to start it. Maybe they don't have the confidence to do it. And it might be you saying, you know what, let me get the ball rolling on this thing and just give them some encouragement and say, hey, I think you might be of a great, you might be able to fulfill a need with this situation. And it might be the very thing they need to get it started. So I hope that you look at that from a wider view, a wider scope, and don't just look at it as if you're not the one being hands-on, that you're not fulfilling the need. Sometimes your position in fulfilling the need could be a very different than what you're thinking that it is. Okay, so the next person that I would like to mention today is Miss Joanna Harding. She invented CompuRest, and that is a computer accessory designed to support the user's arms, elbows, and shoulders, as well as fingers, hands, and wrist. Wow. You know what, y'all? It's so interesting because if you've been listening, I've been paying attention to all of the different black firsts with, a black man coming up with a .com and the internet and computers and all of these different things I had no idea about. And now we have this black woman coming in creating this accessories to go with it. Again, something I knew nothing about. It just gives me great joy because, again, what you can do is limitless. Nothing has to stop you unless you let it. So keep that in mind moving forward, guys. The next question that I want to bring to you is, what have you learned that you can share with other people? It doesn't matter if you're 5 listening to this or 55 listening to this. You know some type of information. If there's anything that God may be putting on your heart and you say, you know what, maybe I can do this. Maybe you're not a teacher. Maybe you're not a person that you feel is equipped to do that type of stuff, like maybe teaching or giving the information back. But giving information back and sharing what you know is not always about teaching it. Sometimes you can put it in the form of a book. Sometimes you can, maybe just write it and just share it. You can email it out, or maybe you can have somebody transcribe your thoughts. Again, if none of this is your speed, you might be shy, but you're sitting on a wealth of information. Call somebody who's not, that can take what you do and they can put it out there. So think about that. I think it's very, very important that if you have a wealth of information, we need information. We need the more we know, the better we grow. So I think it's so important that you keep that in mind moving forward. Okay. So our third and final person for today is Mr. James E. West. Without West, rappers wouldn't be able to rock the mic. West, along with Gerard Sessler, helped develop the electric acoustic transducer microphone, for which they received a patent in 1962. Their invention was acoustically accurate, lightweight, and cost-effective. 90% of microphones in use today, including those in telephones, tape recorders, and camcorders, are based on their original concept. Again, who knew? Had zero idea that a microphone and all of these things that we use on a daily basis, many people use on a daily basis, he played a role in that. Mr. West played a role in that. And it's crazy because when I'm recording this podcast, y'all realize the little things on our phones, the microphones we use, the things on our computers, he is the one that is responsible for us having that luxury. He was the one who initiated and started it, and then they were able to capitalize on it and make it something that all of us could be privy to, that we could all use and have. So again, I want to just say kudos to him. That was an amazing discovery. Again, something I didn't know anything about. I appreciate learning that wisdom for today. And with that being said, guys, we're going to go over to the last question for the day. And that question is, what do you have authentically? What is your unique gift that you can share with others? What can you bring out to the world? How can you operate in excellence? Because you have something. Do not look at it like you a loser. Don't look at it like you don't have any value. You are a person that has stuff. You have things. You can put yourself in a position to be motivated. You can put yourself in a position to say, listen, this is who I am uniquely. This is who God created me to be. I know that I can take this and I can help other people with it. So I want you to ponder that thought, figure out what that's going to look like for you, and see what you can do about it. So guys, that's it for today's episode of the Black Excellence Expose. If you want to share anybody with me, please feel free to send me an email at that's BEE at I'mWiredToInspire.com, and shoot me an email and let me know exactly what it is you want to talk about or who you want to highlight, and I will definitely do it. I'm wired to inspire. I hope you are too.
It's the I'm Wired to Inspire podcast giveaway. Stay tuned for instructions.
Hey everybody, thank you for joining me for the February contest instructions for the I'm Wired to Inspire contest giveaway. Now, this particular contest is specifically for Instagram. I will be making a post and it will be speaking of this contest, and then you're going to repost it and tag 3 friends that inspire you for a chance to win a $50 Amazon gift card. 2 winners will be chosen. You must be following at robinicolek, that's one word, 1 N, and I'm Wired to Inspire for your entry to be valid. We must be tagged in your photo for us to see it. Good luck.
Thanks for listening to I'm Wired to Inspire podcast at I'mWiredToInspire.com. If you enjoyed the show, spread the word and be sure to hit the 5-star rating on iTunes. For more information on this podcast and inspirational products and services, log on to the inspirationspecialist.life or imwiredtoinspire.com. And remember to live your authentic purpose. Thanks again, and see you next time.